Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the hard way. Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the hard way. We ain't had no elevator, so I had to take some steps. And it's strictly motivation when I'm staring at success. Leave that nigga with your money just to put him to the test. I done really beat the odds, so I can truly say I'm blessed. How they terrorize the city, but won't teach us about the rest. You won't die about your business, but gon' die about your set. And I ain't even gon' lie, I wanna put these folks to rest, because they playing with my top like I won't really drop a check. Like my first name, Penny, wouldn't chose the harder way. I been really making plays, hit them with that shaking bait. They'll act like they love you, just a smile in your face, when deep down inside all these niggas wanna hate. Broke niggas hating, I don't even entertain. These niggas out here envy, they been trying to take my place. They don't understand my pain, got all these haters in my way. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the harder way. Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the harder way. Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the harder way. He was loafing in the open bin, I give you guard away. I've been stubborn since the youngest, so I went the harder way. I hit my brother with a pass just to watch him fade away. You know tomorrow ain't promised, so I had to pray today. I'ma put my city on and put some chicken on that plate. Show the youngest that it's hella ways that you can make a way. You just gotta keep your head up and be patient, you can wait. It don't happen overnight, so I've been staying up late. And I can't even wait to see that smile on your face, cause you my struggle, baby, and we came a long way. All I really wanna do is buy my mama a bigger place, and Romeo and Doty so I can catch a little fade. Through all the fake shit, somehow I still remain the same. Always been that same nigga, I ain't never ever changed. All these niggas hella fake, why they speaking on my name? Yeah, that's probably cause they bumming and I'm steady elevating. Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the harder way. Shit, it is what it is. I've been trying to make a way, and we ain't tripping off no beef. We gon' catch him one day. Yeah, my mama ain't been stressing, thankful for another day. Like my first name, Penny, we ain't chose the harder way.
Hey man, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This that throwback cam right here. This that 2021. Oh, fresh off the block with it. No, I'm playing. Not for real though. You know what I'm saying? Straight off the come up with it. You know, straight off the muscle with it. If you know, you know. This the OG intro song right here. This the OG intro song. 18K. This before the channel got deleted. You know what I'm saying? Hit different. Hit different. I'm gonna start editing my videos again. Whenever I got the, it's just a timing thing. It's just a time thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a time thing. I don't got the time to edit. Not right now. So, you know, whenever I get the time to edit, I'll start editing my videos again. I'll put the music at the beginning type shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'll start editing, put the little intro, all the little clickbait shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. But, you know, right now, I ain't got too much time for that right now. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream, man. I don't even know what we got in the queue, bro. We just chilling. We gonna react to something though. Let's see what we got, man. 3 people shot on the campus of Oklahoma State University. Well, there we go right there. Shouts out to Taylor House Productions or Publishing. We just gonna have to clip that from Twitch Live. OSU campus. 3 people shot.
to this breaking news. A shooting investigation is underway on Oklahoma State University's campus with 3 victims in the hospital. Officials tell us this happened around 3:40 a.m. at Carricker East Residential Hall. That's on McElroy Road there. They say one of the 3 victims is an OSU student. Authorities say there was a large private party off of campus. Some of those attendees returning to that residential hall where the shooting occurred. Say there's no ongoing threat to campus and they are looking for any information to this. They say you can contact them by calling them at 405-744-6523. And we'll be following this story very closely and bring you any updates.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And here we have yet another shooting on a college campus. This time it is at Oklahoma State University in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This happened in the early morning hours of Sunday, October the 19th at 3:40 a.m., where it is reported that 3 people have been shot at a resident dorm on campus. Now I'm going to play you another video of the police chief giving his update, but the story goes that they had a large off-campus party. After the off-campus party, people came back to the dorms, probably to keep partying or to do whatever they do at these universities. And it was some point they're saying that an individual got into an argument with some people, and in turn, 3 people got shot. Now they're saying there's no.
Goddamn! So this was recent. OSU football. I'm trying to see what their record is, y'all. Loss. These niggas is 0-4. Niggas is crashing out and still. They talk about Bixby High School better than Oklahoma State, nigga. Bixby just dropped like 96-0, nigga. No cap. They even lost to Tulsa. These niggas is owing whatever the fuck. These niggas lost every game. They is crashing out. These niggas ain't won a single game, coach. No, they won UT Martin. So they won. What's the record? Hold on. 1-6, bruh. God damn. These niggas is crashing out.
Description of the suspect.
They crashing out.
That seems eerie because if somebody's in the dorm room and they shoot 3 people, pretty sure the students and the people would know who this person was. So why are we not seeing that picture of the suspect? I would probably have an idea. Oklahoma State University has a is what they call predominantly white institution. What I mean by predominantly white, 65% white, 9, as they say, 2 or more racial ethnicities. They have some Asians and some Hispanics, and then ranking up that is the 4.5 or 4.05 population of Black students. So that's where we get the term predominantly white institution. And I would just automatically assume that this is another case of white on white violence. And you're going to see how this police chief tries to downplay the incident. Now, we all know what has been happening at, some of the Black colleges and Black high schools down in Mississippi and other places. And so they really magnetize the incident. But this incident, I can barely find information on it, even though it happened just last night. Well, we just listen to how this police chief almost tries to downplay this incident. And this video was used for fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Just watch.
All right, so we'll get started. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Beckner, M-I-C-H-A.
Michael Beckner.
B-E-C-K-N-E-R. I am the chief of Oklahoma State University Police Department. What we're talking about today is an incident that happened last night about 3:40 in the morning.
3:40.
State University
Ain't no
Police
nothing
Department overheard a call on the Stillwater radio channel of an injured person at McDonald's on Duck Street. Our
Duck
officers were
Street.
first to arrive. They started rendering aid to an individual who seemed to be suffering from some gunshot wounds. About the same time, our dispatch and Stillwater dispatch also started receiving calls of shots being fired around our campus somewhere. Then we started getting more directions of where it was at. It was on McElroy at one of our residential halls, outside of one of our residential halls. Our officers responded immediately there. Stillwater took care of the victim at the McDonald's. Upon arrival, there was multiple vehicles leaving the scene, and officers secured the scene, started talking to people. There were no victims on scene when we arrived. There was no threat once we got there. We secured the scene. All parties were taken to a secure location to begin the interview process. We then learned at several minutes later, that another victim had been dropped off at Stillwater Medical Center suffering from gunshot wounds, and learned it was a student, and learned that the shooting happened outside the residential hall on McElroy. As we were investigating, we then learned from Cushing Police Department of a third victim who said he was shot on OSU campus and was taken to Tulsa Medical Center. Has since left Tulsa Medical Center.
Well, that nigga moved a good distance from Stillwater. I mean, it's a good hour and some change. 2 hours to Stillwater, nigga. From Tulsa, that nigga hopped on the road.
Oklahoma University Medical Center are in stable condition and had surgery, and both are in stable condition. We have one student and 2 non-students that were injured in the incident. The investigation is ongoing. Well, the Stillwater Police Department had OSBI come and work the crime scene.
He called them victims, but 3 people getting shot. They could have been trying to jump them. Yeah, you never know what's going on out here.
To give us a 3D model and help us out on that. The OSU Police Department is the lead investigator on this, and we have full faith in our officers.
So no one died,
They're doing
though.
a wonderful job with their quick response and the initial response, along with Payne County helping us out. We were able to secure the scene, make sure it was safe for our students, was number one
So
priority.
did y'all get
and
the
start
suspect?
investigating and find out what happened. At this time, we do not have anybody in custody.
Right,
But
okay.
we do have some solid leads, and we are asking the public for help. If they saw anything, as you know, that the first victim drove herself, approximately several miles to McDonald's before collapsing.
Yeah, and one of them made it all the way to fucking Cushing. I don't know how far, but they got transported to Tulsa, so that's closer to Tulsa than it is Stillwater. So come on now. Come on now. They didn't want to say nothing, bro.
From the incident.
You don't go that far and you know what I'm saying, not say nothing and until it's too late. Now you saying something. Oh, now you got shot. But you got shot back there, but why you here? You know what I'm saying? Why you didn't say nothing back then? First thing you should have did was call the
I wanted to
police.
start what we're gathering.
Unless he was
John
getting
looked into
chased.
it. There was a party that was off campus at the Payne County Expo Center, and it looks like this was an after party. That party ended approximately
party after
2:30,
party.
3 o'clock in the morning. So this happened relatively quick upon arriving on campus. So it wasn't a party on campus. It was just an after party where people went, and it looks like there may have been some issues out there that carried over onto campus.
What kind of issues?
A disagreement between several people, and that's as far as I'll say at this point.
The shooting take place in the street and the parking lot?
It was in the parking lot. There was no shots fired inside any residential hall. They're apartment style complex. So it started in a breezeway and into the parking lot and then actually into the street.
So it's a total of 3 victims, or could there be any you haven't identified?
3 victims at this point that we know about. No further have come forward or.
So
anything
you
like
said
that.
it was a disagreement between some folks. So what that sound like? They was trying to jump him. That's what it sounded like to me. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't say nothing. Didn't nobody say nothing till niggas was shot. And niggas was all the way in Tulsa. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's getting real wicked out here too. I don't know what's going on.
There was another young lady injured at McDonald's when she fell. During the incident there when the young man collapsed as he was getting medical treatment.
He collapsed.
Suspect could be an OSU student.
At this point, the investigation's ongoing. We're going through all
The
the evidence,
investigation is
and we
ongoing.
hope to, as the day progresses,
said that.
that we come to a swift conclusion on what happened.
How long did it take to secure the area when all that happened?
Officers were there within minutes, and then once they were there, they actually
But didn't catch nobody.
took people out of several cars in the parking lot at gunpoint to make sure it was secure and they were safe. The scene was secure within minutes.
Is that
How
right?
many people were in that parking lot?
But a nigga got all the way to
Estimated
Tulsa.
And they were all taken, immediately gathered up and actually taken and put in a secure location for their safety and also for the investigation purpose.
You said there's no threat to the public, but I guess can you say why there's no threat to the public if you don't have someone?
What I'm saying, there's no threat to campus. Once we get there and
Dispute
suspect is
between-
left, we know that it's secure and the students in that area were safe. As the investigation goes on, we feel that we're moving in the right direction, and we feel there is no threat at this time, an imminent threat for the public or the campus.
That wasn't the right answer.
What
You should say what you said earlier.
Upcoming weekend. It's such a celebration for something like this to happen.
Yeah, I agree. And if you look right now throughout the country, if you look, LSU's had 2 shootings at the last 2 football games. There was multiple shootings at HBU's over last weekend at homecomings.
Is
It's
that right?
unfortunate. People are here to celebrate. Relive their youth when they were in college. And there's multiple events. The walk around, the parade, and then the football game. So we don't want this to overshine what it's all about on homecoming. There's events that happen like this. It's unfortunate, and that's what we're here for. We're here to keep people safe and secure, and when we do have something happen, investigate it and bring it to a just conclusion.
Is there anything to be done to make sure something like this doesn't happen again?
I wish you could say yes. We're a town. A university is just a city within a city. There's 30,000 people here at OSU in close quarters. Our officers patrol 24 hours a day. We're here, 7 days a week. We have great cooperation with our local partners. When we do have something like this, everybody responds within minutes. We do a wonderful job. I wish it was a perfect world, but it's not. But we are ready and prepared when stuff does happen.
What's the policy on firearms on campus?
There again, you're not supposed to have a firearm on campus. But
A self-defense issue.
People who are going to break the law have firearms.
Can you speak to the preliminary nature of the injuries?
People who gonna break the law have
We had
firearms.
one individual suffer multiple gunshot wounds, and the other 2 were just one. All persons are.
So if you was about to get jumped, if you was in fear for your life, right, and you shot 3 niggas on campus, whether it was campus policy or not, what does Oklahoma State stand your ground law say? What overrides that? That's like working a job. Like, okay, yeah, the job, you going door to door. The job say you can't carry your shit, but it's a open carry. It's a free state. What overrides what? You know what I'm saying?
Stable right now.
Did anybody get released from the hospital, or are they still all in the hospital?
We have 2 that are still in the hospital in Oklahoma City. One checked himself out of the Tulsa hospital.
All right, so we'll stop it right there because if you listen to the Oklahoma State University police chief, you'll think he's making plans for Thanksgiving dinner. He's very matter of fact about this triple shooting in which one person was shot multiple times, and 2 other people were shot. And 2 of those people are still in the hospital, and he's calling it an incident. He referred to this triple shooting several times during the interview as an incident. One person.
I'm gonna hear what you got to say, but I don't really think the police. I don't think dude said nothing wrong for real. I mean, yeah.
About a person who was at McDonald's suffering from gunshot wounds. When they went to that location, they got another call to the campus saying that someone had been shot there. People were leaving. And then as they were there, they had another call saying that another person had showed up at this hospital. Now, he's saying that it was homecoming weekend. He's, kind of saying that, this may have had something to do with it, but also he had to loop in, if you notice, the black people. There's been a lot of shootings. LSU had some shootings, 2 shootings at the last couple of football games.
He did say that. It's something to me gives it was some niggas. I ain't gonna lie. But you never know. You never know. It's white boys out here road raging. 18-year-old white boys out here road raging on God on the highway shooting at niggas. It's niggas shooting at niggas on the turnpike. They over here swerving in front of you, slamming on their brakes. Didn't want to shoot at your ass. I swear that shit happening, nigga. I logged on Facebook and seen that shit, nigga. Somebody swerved because they was going too slow or something. Came up behind them all on their ass, went around them, slammed on their brakes, then start shooting at them. Shit crazy out here, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Poverty. That's what's going on, man. Shit. Lack of resources and fucking opportunity. That's what's going on.
Been a lot of shootings. LSU had some shootings. 2 shootings at the last couple of football games. In the HBUs. He left out the C. He said, well, the HBUs, they had some shootings. So he had to equate this to what's going on elsewhere.
Do that. He did do
That's
that.
like, this is no big deal. And also, he was very vague with some of the questions. About
he did say it was amongst, they had a disagreement, So it was an isolated situation,
Especially about the threat to the public, saying, okay, well, there's no threat to the public, but
his response on that wasn't good.
Reporter asked him, look, how do you know there's no threat to the
his response
public?
wasn't good. He
the
should
guy
have said,
hasn't been caught yet, or the girl, and
he should have said it was an isolated situation. That's what he should have said, like he said beforehand.
We're saying is there's no threat to the campus. How do you know? People got shot on the campus, so they said they took the witnesses in for questioning, and they were going to be following some leads. If anybody has any questions, let people know. But once again, this is, in my opinion, another example of white on white crime, or crime in predominantly white areas that is not taken with the magnitude of severity as other shootings that we've seen. Like this, if you Google this, I promise you'll find maybe 1 or 2
crashing out
news videos about it.
Yo, Stillwater is down bad. OSU, bro, I don't think y'all understand. Like, in the state of Oklahoma, to us Oklahomans, Oklahoma State University is down bad right now. Like a motherfucker, man. God damn. They lost to Tulsa. Shouts out to Tulsa, though. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't lost to them in forever. I think they said 50, 30, 20 years, something like that. It's a good time, bro.
You'll find some articles, but those articles
bad
are very
right now.
vague.
1 in 6.
Being as though this happened on a predominantly white campus, I am just going to assume.
Hey, and Buddy ass that shot they ass is 3 for 3. That nigga's 3 for 3. He got more. He got he pulling 3-pointers on me. He's Stephen Curry out this motherfucker.
That it is white on white violence because there has not been any pictures of suspects. The guy even was talking about guns on campus. Well, you don't supposed to have a gun, but he wanted to say, but we know students carry guns. Our white students carry guns. But
Well, it's the fact that it's an open carry state, bro. Constitutional carry state, bro. That's what it is,
he said, well, people who are going to break the law.
And like he said, if it's an isolated situation where they had a disagreement, and how did 3 people get shot? You know what I'm saying? With one person had the gun. What does that tell you? You know what I'm saying? Why is 3 people getting shot? By one person. So, and then why is they running all the way to Tulsa? Damn near Cushing. I don't know how far that is from Tulsa, but it's closer to Tulsa than it is Stillwater. Right. Gotta be. So, didn't nobody want to say nothing.
Break the law now. According to this report, only one of the people who was shot was a student. And so,
only one of them.
Unfortunately, all of these people are alive.
Could have been a football player.
We're
bro.
going to see where this investigation leads us. How much publicity, national publicity, is this act of violence?
If it was a football player, that would have came out by now. But I'm saying that they probably could have. You never know.
Going to get. Now, once again, I've dealt with some stories about Oklahoma, Stillwater in particular, and the racism that is evident in that area.
I ain't never in my life been to Stillwater.
Refer back to, when violence like this happen, especially on youth or, innocent people, then that is just a reflection of the violence that has been perpetrated in America thus far. But another white on white shooting. I'm just going to say it. Y'all prove me wrong. If so, then, I'm just wrong.
We don't know, man. We don't know what it is right now, man. What y'all think, though?
4% black people that go to the school. So
4%?
I'm just going about the numbers. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment. Y'all see the number, 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for liking.
Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We're on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. See what I put in there.
Watching, share.
Who up in the chat, man? Make sure I hit that like button. Subscribe to more TYP Cam. Homeland Security used AI to frame him. Shouts out to Omeezy. And Kanye West.
What a stupid internet video. Nobody would ever take anything like that serious.
Wait, what was the video?
Homeland Security used that as a...
Hold on. ICE were on the way. Word in the streets. Cartels put a 50,000 bounty on y'all. They not worried about y'all, man.
Internet video. Nobody would ever take anything like that serious at all. You're telling me that Homeland Security used that as a way to galvanize their audience? Oh. This country's lost the plot. Over the weekend, the Department of Home Security, an official governmental agency, used their Twitter account to post this video on the timeline and pose as if there were people, specifically Black American people, that were going out and attacking ICE agents because the cartel put a bounty on its head. That's not the original video in this situation.
Yeah, that's clearly a joke. Niggas ain't doing nothing.
They used AI to edit the captions off the video that was
what?
Originally posted and put a new spin on it and put a new framing on the conversation.
No, they down bad.
Mr. Florida Jit makes a lot of different videos.
I would sue the shit out they ass. Yo, that's a lawsuit. They used AI. Even if it wasn't AI, they changed the caption and talk about what? Nah, that's a lawsuit against the entire. We about to get reparations. You know what I'm saying?
and put a new framing on the conversation as a whole. Mr. Florida Jit makes a lot of different videos that are pro-patriotic type of videos, talking about how him and his crew will take on Iran or anybody that disrupts any sort of American activities. You can even still go on his page and see that there is exactly the video that the Department of Homeland Security posted on their website on his page with a whole different caption. Strange content, but we move. I don't know. So when he and others found out that this was somebody manipulating and altering his content in order to make it seem very anti-America, it was very disheartening.
Well, then I posted this like months ago.
Bro, I'll sue their ass.
Caption, and then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. Still got the video saved on my draft from months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Here's the fucked up part. Federal government is involved with something that I didn't. Like, what? So this is what they reposted off my TikTok. That video got taken down. So here's what they reposted on their page. Now that video is going crazy as hell on Twitter, bro. Now I'm a threat to the government with something that I didn't do, bro.
That's crazy.
I want to be YN. I want to be gangster over a video that I didn't caption or I didn't post.
Now, AI, video manipulation, and a bunch of different tactics are running wild, and it is disheartening that the government,
bro, he need to sue the government
about this topic, would just take this video and run with this narrative, especially because it tries to paint these young men in a specific light.
He need to sue their ass.
There's some sort of criminals or people that are gonna actually attack ICE agents. Florida Man Jit, Florida the Jit, Florida GIT, whatever his name is now, because that's a whole convoluted story, is claiming that his account got hacked and that's how somebody had access to these specific types of videos. I can honestly say we would be more inclined to move on if this was, chalked up as some sort of mistake. The Department of...
Wait, so the nigga never posted it, or they took his post and...
Homeland Security deleted the tweet and just moved on. Put out some sort of apology and kept it going. It would still be very messed up because this would be the fake news that we're always talking about, but at least they would own up to it. But no, not only did they put up this altered video with this outrageous caption trying to paint some sort of narrative, when corrected in the situation, when told that they did something wrong, they doubled down in their efforts. The Department of Homeland Security says, we have the receipts. This young man posted violent threats of murder against our law enforcement. He then deleted it when he was called out. An attempt...
You seen what we can do. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We already united. We all stand. We want all the smoke.
To deny all wrongdoing. We have the receipts and the internet is forever. The willful ignorance and intentional blindness by leading Democrats to the massive increase in violent rhetoric against our agents due to their actions is both disgusting and disappointing. Violence against any of our agents and officers must stop. Based off of all the research that I watched, it's pretty clear as day that this is some sort of AI manufactured video. I see a bunch of different videos with different arrangements of the people surrounding the young man in question, different backgrounds where there's one with a scooter and a girl and another one where there's no scooter, no girl. Person to the right of him changes, person to the left of him changes. And it's really weird that there is even some sort of AI rendition of this. But part of the due diligence and research on the team that's posting this on social media is that they would look into how valid this person, this entity's claims are from this specific social media account. And is there some sort of pattern? I would hope that they would think that a channel who has been doing such pro-America content wouldn't then all of a sudden decide to switch up and go anti and go all the way off the rails. Especially if this is the one example based off of their channel of this exact same thing happening.
He need to sue their ass.
The government has been using social media, whether it be the entities themselves or individuals lately, to basically squash anybody that speaks out against them or spit nasty rhetoric. And I've also seen them recently try to downplay and gamify and dehumanize their actions by mixing the culture of what Gen Z or millennials like into their advertisements to make it seem as though they're not going in and actively doing some sort of nasty things to these people. I don't know if y'all seen this, but they literally did a Pokemon ad. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. What is this? To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across America. That right there is your government. And just like the actual agents, the Twitter account acts as if they can do whatever they want to. They took that Pokemon intro, didn't ask anybody, made their video and put it out as if everybody aligns with what they're doing. I think this would be different than me ripping a video or anything like that, because I'm not making things that people would call human rights violations as content. And this got so bad that Pokemon, the company themselves, had to put out a statement because, yeah, bro, we're not cool with that. That's not cool. You and your little Gen Z admin acting as if this is an NBA account is not okay with us. When I tell you they think this shit is sweet, like they really think this is sweet and funny. Like, this is not funny. Ultimately, I think this is a lack of professionalism when it comes to a governmental entity not doing their research when it comes to putting out some sort of tweets about what's going on in this nation. Honestly, I don't even know why the Department of Homeland Security is tweeting something like this. This is a dumb tweet. These are dumb tweets. These are dumb things that they are doing. You got the intern acting as if this is a personal Twitter account and gamifying and making fun of these things. They got memes left, right, and sideways. But this is not funny. And I also do think that there's a deeper conversation about how AI is literally harming us. Not from the ways of like, yo, every time you use @Grok, a town in Memphis is getting flooded with toxins into their pollution pool. No, not anything like that. I'm talking about how it's literally corrupted the way that we view different things in society. People can't even look at things straight, whether it be pictures, images, or whatever the case may be, without having to question, all right, is this AI? Is this altered? And for what it's worth, they should ask if it's AI or if it's altered, because we've just gotten so far. But overall, this is a disgusting overreach of governmental agencies. And ultimately, this is propaganda. Like, straight up. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're trying to get people.
I feel like bro should sue them. If I was him and they done some shit like that to me, you over here post the United States government post a false caption of me, I'm suing your ass, bitch. For $100 million. I swear to God, I need it. And run it. I need the same day deposit. Ain't no hold, ain't none of that. Wait 5 days shit. No, I need that shit to hit same day. You can do it. Make it work. Make it happen. Over here playing with me.
People to believe that, especially a young group of black men, American citizens, are out there trying to attack ICE agents. And that's wrong, gang. That can't lead to any sort of positive outcome. The US government is meant to protect people, but obviously in this situation it's not. I don't know if they realize the power of the internet, but they are actively putting this man on Front Street with a depiction of an image that isn't true. It's not like he actually did this, knowing that this will galvanize the audience that is against this type of stuff. There's no professionalism anymore. They're literally going back and forth in the comment section with a responder as if they're high school kids and this is a Twitter beef. No, you actually have responsibility to protect and serve your citizens. And I would just like to ask, is that what you think you're doing? Or do you think that you're actively putting this young man who is receiving threats in harm's way?
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. I will sue the shit out the government. I need my 100 M's. Run me my money. It's my money and I need it now. Simple. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Chad, I'm about tired than a motherfucker. We gonna do one more and I'm skedaddling, coach. Man, I tried to cook me some fucking chicken and rice. The chicken came out good. You know, the sauce was alright. But I couldn't get the rice right. I can cook rice before. It wasn't this rice, but it was some rice. I guess I put too much water. That shit was alright though. It was still hitting though. Shit was still hitting though. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. Winner has officially come for Stacey Dash. Winner has officially come for Jennifer Lopez. Winter? What does he mean by that?
Do you think you've truly been loved?
In 2001, J-Lo was dealing with Diddy. That's
that
right.
right?
That Diddy that's in prison right now. But she decided that Diddy was too much. I guess too much of the cheek clapping parties was going down. Woo! But in 2002, Jennifer Lopez would meet the love of her life, Ben Affleck. The relationship was going well until things got called off in January 2004. They was about to get married, but Ben Affleck got dumped. But guess what? Jennifer Lopez wasn't single for long. In 2004, she would start dating Mark Anthony, and she would be married a few months after the Ben breakup. But then you already know what happened. She would leave Mark Anthony ass too. Then came Casper Smart from 2011 to 2016, Drake from 2016 to 2017, and then Alex Rodriguez from 2017 to 2021 until they broke up. And then what stopped the show? Ben Affleck would come back around. On July 6, 2022, they would get married until...
This is fucking sad, bro. God damn. I don't want that for myself. God damn. I mean, she ain't necessarily my cup of tea. She look a little old now, for sure. But J-Lo one of them ones. She can always get a nigga. But can she keep a nigga though? See, y'all females can always get a nigga. Y'all can always get fucked. But can you keep that man though?
August 2024, they would break up. Woo! Fast forward!
She with a new nigga.
That brings us to...
And how many kids did she accumulate amongst all these niggas? I wonder.
October 15, 2025, when Jennifer Lopez pulled up to the Howard Stern podcast. And well...
Do you think you've truly been loved? No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back,
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
Oh, no. No. They're not, because she's the problem. It's not that they're just not capable of loving me. That's a fucking problem. That's the whole entire problem right there. And she knows it to a point. That's crazy.
It's not that I'm not lovable,
it's not
it's
that
they're not capable.
Jennifer Lopez said something very interesting that she's loved men before, but they've never loved her. But wait.
No, that's not what she said. I mean, so she said she know what experience to love and feel love, you know. So that means she probably stuck on a nigga, you know. it's a nigga that she fucked with that, you know, she starstruck over. Can't top that. But she can't get it, you know.
But they've never loved her. But wait, there's more.
It's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
They don't have it in them.
They
They
have
need to appreciate the little person inside of
They
them.
have little
need
to
to love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in relationships with
And
people.
they gave me what they had.
Right, but
They
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's a
All the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
Trying to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it.
It's not
But
enough.
They didn't love you
they didn't,
and didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Right.
And she didn't love herself. She's not saying, bro, she's the fucking problem. She's beating around the bush, and this simp nigga is just being a fan.
You.
They didn't,
And didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Right.
Now she's saying that
Didn't love herself. Listen to what she's really saying. It's not that I'm not a lovable person. They just didn't know how to love me right.
And didn't know you.
And I didn't love myself.
Right.
now she's saying that they didn't love her and
She didn't love herself.
she didn't love herself and they didn't have that much to give. This is interesting because you've been married over 5 times. You have all of these boyfriends in between, and all of a sudden it's all of these guys' fault. Now, listen, you don't really hear Ben Affleck talking about the relationship or the problems in the relationship, but some people came to his defense after her interview.
That's why, like, bro, I seen this post on Instagram, and the woman made a good point, but there's always a but to that point, though. The point was that a woman doesn't have to prove herself as much as the man does, because based off of her looks, that gets her the opportunities, versus the man has to prove himself. But see, the thing is, that's true. But see, the point I'm making is, a fine woman, a good looking, you can keep getting a man, you can keep getting fucked, you can keep getting the opportunities, but you can keep getting in the door, but you have to stay in the door. You have to be able to do that. They can't all do that.
But some people came to his defense after her interview.
I saw the documentary, The Greatest Love Story, whatever, and at one point, Jennifer says, Ben is not comfortable being my muse. And that moment was her identifying your boundary. And then she said, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and he loves me and he knows he can't stop me. That was her pushing past your boundary and misinterpreting your boundary, because she believed if he really loves me, he'll let me do my artistic expression. Instead of framing it as, if I really loved him, maybe I can recognize that not everything needs to be public, and I can respect the fact that my partner has a need for privacy.
Now, this lady talks about
Ayesha Curry,
a documentary in which she saw concerning their relationship, and she refers to Ben Affleck as her muse, but you know, she just disregarded whatever he wanted. Now, if you guys don't know, Ben Affleck is not the kind of person that wants to be in the spotlight, and that's kind of why they broke up, because you know, Jennifer Lopez is more outgoing, and you know,
she
she's high.
didn't love herself. She's very outgoing. Yeah. What? Oh.
Profile. Affleck is more private, reserved, and all of that, right? He doesn't like really being out in the spotlight, despite being very, very famous. But she completely ignored her partner's decision. And still, that brings up this point.
But what I am saying to you ladies is the lack of accountability in women is like kryptonite. It's kind of scary, low key, because how can you be so delusional and unself-aware? Let's be for real.
The lady says that many women who have no accountability have no awareness or no self-awareness. Now, let me kind of talk about this. This can be exhibited in both men and women, but clearly in this case, we're talking about Jennifer Lopez. And a lot of times, some people are just in their own world. They have no real ability to see what somebody else wants for them in a business relationship or a friendship or in a real-time relationship. It's almost like in order for a person to deal with that individual, everybody else has to suffer. Like, press 1 in the comment section if you've ever had to deal with this. Have you ever been in a friendship or in a relationship where you literally had to die and that person had to be happy and you conceded to that because you wanted to really be with that person, but that person was completely unaware or just didn't care about your feelings, about your wants or your needs or your desires? And then, obviously the relationship has to end, but that is because the mate that you were dealing with never learned to see things your way. And this could even be a problem for the most compatible, giving, loving person in the world. It just sucks, right? It sucks to have a business partner or a partner in friendship or relationships or whatever, and they just have no way of compromise.
Man. Yeah, I can press that one.
And here's the reason why.
Like I said, then you have family members co-signing on your buffoonery.
That's what they do.
You have family members
Your
co-signing
whole family. Where
on
do you
your
think you learned
ignorance.
it from?
That's not okay. At some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, what role did I play in this playing out in my life?
One of the problems that I see with, successful people or even single people is that we tend to have echo chambers, all right? And, people who give us advice, and I would even say people like Chris Brown, Diddy, they go through this too. And this really means that these particular people just, everybody is just telling them what they want to hear and not what they need to hear for fear of, being cut off or being fired, especially if you're rich like Jennifer Lopez. It's probably really hard for Jennifer Lopez to really share her feelings with people.
You think the bitch ever been told no?
People that genuinely care about her.
You
and
tell
this
her
happens
no.
when
You tell her no, she gonna say off with your head.
you start to be very successful and start having money. It may be difficult for somebody to really tell it to you as it is. And if, you do tell somebody, like, hey, you need to change this, you may be fearful that that person may cut you off from a position and all this. So you tend to be an amen corner for that person. And obviously, with male friends or female friends, you have an issue with.
That happens all the time. That happens to people that are scared of other people, that are fans of other people, that are fake towards certain people versus other people. They pick and choose who they have respect for.
Boyfriend or girlfriend, we could tend to be completely harsh on that individual, obviously discounting the effect that our friend or brother or son is doing in the relationship and basically not holding them accountable. So every bad mistake that they make, they're justified. And it happens with men and women too. And just imagine if you're Jennifer Lopez and you have the world literally in the palm of your hands where anybody jumps, when they want you to, you will just continue on with the buffoonery. But this guy really said it the best.
The issue that we have with modern women is when they get into that boss babe energy, they don't know how to turn that off when they come home. The biblical order states that it is Christ at the top, then it is the man who is the head of the household. Then after that, it is the woman who is supposed to be soft, feminine, submissive, and more importantly, help the man grow in every single area. She is our helpmate.
Now, shout out to this guy. He's a Christian, and he's talking about, that a lot of women who are boss chicks, they tend to keep that same energy, but when they get home, they don't become the helpmate in the relationship. And if you believe in God,
well, you just said a boss woman. You talking about a successful woman who got money. Chances is, somebody like a Jennifer Lopez, bro, she's not coming across too many niggas who got money like her. And so some of their mindsets is that's what they, they a boss bitch. You gotta have more than her. So that's their mindset.
The Bible never says, well, if you make so much more over the man, you can't be submissive to him. And this works also for men too. Men who are going out in the industry, you work all day, you busting your behind. When you come home, if you have a wife, you have a girlfriend, you are a servant.
That's their level of respect for you, is how big your pockets is. If your pockets ain't bigger than hers, she ain't got no respect for you, nigga. That's tragic. Look at Nicki Minaj though. She apparently holding it down with a nigga who got, he an industry type, I guess, nigga. Behind the scenes type of nigga, they say. But I don't think he got more money than Nicki Minaj. It always come down to how you make her feel though. How she feel with you though.
Part of being a man is serving your family, serving your wife. You got to get out in the middle of the day, stop the show. You know how women on the period be?
He's right,
y'all be hella mean sometimes. Brothers can't even really talk to you. We got to slide the food underneath the door and all that. We got to be embarrassed going to get tampons. We go buy the wrong tampons and all that stuff. And so it's not going to matter that, in the office as a man, we're making a whole bunch of money and we're a boss dude. There's going to come a time if we're in a relationship with a woman that we need to compromise a lot, right? We need to do things the way that the woman wants. And I think a lot of men understand this. The issue is that a lot of women...
Bro, most of these women try to run this shit their way, even when they're not the breadwinner. It's the woman's world, and a lot of these niggas view it as that as well. I'm not saying that, women don't deserve nothing. I'm not saying that, bro. But,
and when they become very successful, have a hard time understanding this as much, right? Because it's an anomaly to be as successful as Jennifer Lopez, and then have to turn that down because that sort of mentality is why you've gotten so successful in the first place and doing things on your own timeline. And if a man is not fitting into that, that man eventually has to go. And the problem is this.
But she also seems like a handful. And let's just be...
And see, this is the dangerous part though. Because a beautiful woman, she can fuck up the opportunity and still keep getting opportunities though, because she's beautiful. If Jennifer Lopez was ugly, she wouldn't even be who she was, bro.
Raw and real. No man in history who is truly in his masculine energy, healthy masculine energy, wants to come home to a combative woman. We don't want to battle to see who is going to be leading the relationship.
As the guy said, that no man that is in his masculine element is going to just deal with that. Now, I'm going to be honest. Jennifer Lopez has done a wonderful job, up until almost her 60s, still been able to get high quality men. I mean,
she damn near 60,
and,
nigga.
Ben Affleck. Most women after 40 would not be able to do what Jennifer Lopez is doing. And so she's an anomaly. But the reality is that what you make and how much you have as a person, it doesn't really equate that you have to give something to relationships. And that's something that I've had to figure out over the last, 10 years, right? I've had to really, really grow. And life is not always about what
Bro, a relationship is a partnership, bro. That money shit is something y'all work together with, bro. Y'all supposed to get rich together. Y'all supposed to do this shit together. Not saying the man can't be the breadwinner, he go get the bag, whatever, but the woman is supposed to be the assistant. You supposed to be right there with that man, whatever, taking orders, working. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the stay-at-home mom? Okay, you help work. You help the business, scheduling calls and appointments, whatever the fuck, paying the bills. You play your role. There's roles to play. But it's a partnership. It's a teamwork. Any successful family, even if everybody's gonna have their problems, bro. Everybody has problems. But it's how you work together through them problems. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking relationship is a partnership, bro. People don't look at it like that though.
You want, but also what somebody else want. We can look at all of the companies that we love. Apple, that's probably one of the best ones, right? Many of you guys on your iPhone, you have iPad, you have the MacBook.
No matter what happens, you know what I'm saying, I got your back. If you a stay-at-home mom, but shit hit the fan, and you need to go pick up a job, you gonna have to do that. Ain't no, oh, you ain't feeling the relationship no more. You not solid. You not a real one. This isn't this for this just, what the hell am I saying, goddamn it? This isn't just for this era. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know how to think long term sometimes.
In any other Apple product that comes out. And we love Apple not because of its integration between products, but because of, the customer service, how valuable the products are, and Apple's willingness and dedication to find out what consumers want and to keep consumers happy. And we really don't mind paying the price. I mean, you have people here in Uganda that don't even make $1,000 or $2,000 a year, and you will find so many people with the brand new iPhones and just expensive. Because why? It's because Apple gives you that level of quality because they consider the customer. Apple's all about the customer, okay? And that's why Apple is what it is. On the flip side, a lot of us are not about the other person, and I get it. It can be hard being about somebody else.
Apple does have good quality, bro. I love Apple. It's got its cons, though. I mean, the iPhone is perfect, if you ask me. I will never. I've been thinking about going back to Android, but they just not it. They just not it. They don't hit. Now, the MacBook, it's got a lot of cons that I don't like. But what I do like is, the operating system and how smooth and fast everything is, and AirDrop and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's got its limitations with you can't game on it. It's just a good example. It's got its limitations. I can't even turn my volume up and down whenever I record. It's weird. I gotta use a dongle for my microphone and everything. It's crazy.
You can invest in that person and then that person can leave. But if you're not gonna be all about the person, and I get it, you have to at least, at the minimum, be concerned about what makes them happy. Be concerned about trying to work it out. Be concerned about what makes them go or tick and all of that. And if you can't do that, you're always going from mate to mate to mate. I have this friend of mine who's a chronic business owner. He has a different business idea all the time. I've been in this business on YouTube for about 10 years, and almost every week he has a new business. He has maybe 30 business ideas over that same period of time. And all those ventures have probably failed by now. Because he's never concerned about what the customer wants. He's only concerned with the industry that makes him a lot of money. And of course, he continues to start from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 every time. And this is the same with people in relationships. There's going to come a time where you just have to be concerned about what somebody wants if you want to be in a relationship with them. And then you can't blame your failures on the other person as if you're not the same person that is in 5 different marriages, as if you're not the common denominator. And this is the problem that many men have when they see women talking like this, because it's delusional. It's delusional for a person to be in 5 marriages and then say,
well, the thing is she's the one that's probably initiating the breakup because she didn't love herself. She's pushing herself away or pushing him away.
Well, they didn't love me. And number one, I didn't love myself. Every woman talks about that. Jeannie Mai, self-love. J-Lo, self-love. Tia Mowry, self-love. Somehow you forgot to love yourself when all you have been doing is loving yourself. Like, that's the problem. You love yourself so much that you don't love anybody else. Woo! And until you learn to actually care about what somebody else wants, you're going to have that same issue.
Man.
So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Dude Jackson.
Man. Woo! Man, I've been in a situation where it was like, bro, y'all wouldn't even believe. I ain't gonna get on here and talk too much like that though, man. But boy, I'll be watching these videos and I'll just be reflecting on my own life, man. Like damn. Like damn. They kinda all the same. I mean, I'm not the only one experiencing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just say all women like that. I don't just want to call everybody bitches. Y'all see me on here calling women bitches and that and this, that, and third, man. We just talk. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it's generalization. But you guys to show me different. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit. And it's always the good-looking women. I know I ain't no ugly nigga. I got my shit together. You know what I'm saying? I know what I can pull out here. Trust me. But I be down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my time. Because I know already I already dealt with some shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the time for it, bro. Cause it's you know, I think with logic. I think long term. You know, and it's like people that I come across, they just not on that same type of time. You know, it's about how they feel now and looking like they got it and keeping up with the next. You know, and what you can do for me, not what we can do together. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think though, man. We on the road to 100K. Okay, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Cause that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all on the next one and I'm gone. T-Boy P9. Yo, chat. Maybe pause. Boy, I'm tired. I'm finna pop a melatonin. And get into that sleep zone in. We probably gonna, oh boy. Oh boy, tired, y'all. Been working hard, man. Ain't been working hard enough, though. Shit, that's bullshit. I've been working hard, man. Shit, I done got this house. Y'all going, man. I'm gonna drop this update. I think I'm gonna just make a whole real estate channel, bruh. I think I'm gonna just make a whole real estate channel. Because now I'm posting reactions on my second channel. So, you know, I need to niche. I need to diversify my niches. Keep my music where the music at. Keep my reactions where the reactions at. And then I'm gonna take the real estate to a different channel and drop a good video on the process or the before and the after. Cause I got it to the point now where we fully painted. We setting fixtures. We just waiting on ceiling fans and faucets and toilets and cleaning up. You know, I gotta do the cabinets still. I gotta redo the cabinets, the drawers, cause my paint sprayer fucked up. Well, I messed up. And I made a mess. But I just gotta sand it down, repaint it, and it'll be alright. And that's the last thing as far as painting and anything goes. Just setting ceiling fans and toilets and faucets and shit. And then once we get that, once we get it to the point to where I don't gotta go back no more. Then I'll drop the final video on it. The finished video. It's gonna be a minute though. It's gonna be at the end of this year though. It's probably gonna take another month or two to get everything cleaned out and cleaned up and touched up. All the fixtures set. It really shouldn't take that long, but it'll take a minute. We're gonna chill and just watch some shorts, I guess.
If you were put in a microwave, the water molecules in your body would heat up because of the radiation being beamed at you. Your skin would start to burn and blister, and you'd quickly go blind. Your organs would boil and then break open, causing internal bleeding. And gas pockets in your digestive system would expand until your stomach burst. Within just a few minutes, your body would be destroyed, and you'd be cooked from the inside out. If you were put in a
Here's your problem.
You got soft hands, brother. You got soft hands. You ain't never worked a day.
Now I understand you.
No, I.
This ancient Jack.
Y'all pulled up with me. I was.
Has anyone actually?
You need to tap him on the opposite shoulder. She laughing hard as hell.
For free?
So today while the kids was at school, me and my wife decided to go outside and build them a bus stop waiting area. And the reason why we did that is simply because when...
Here's the truth no one...
I need me a shorty like that. They're working.
Here's the truth no one...
Fuck no. What, how do you even start to do some stuff like this? Like, I mean, I guess he's been doing shit his whole life.
this right. Well, hello. Oh, we've not had a coffee video in a while. Why are we pouring the whole kettle water in the whole Nescafe granules? That is going to be the strongest coffee that you've ever drank in your life. That would keep you up forever. You'd turn into Edward Cullen. You wouldn't be able to sleep. Is that cheese? Or is it ice? Guys, I need help here. What is going on? Oh, we've got... Maybe it was cream. Okay, we've got the blender out and we're making some coffee dessert. I ain't got a clue what's going on. Oh, it's the coffee that I've made with Hershey's chocolate sauce. It's turned into a mocha. Oh, I'm so for it. Pour the whole bottle in.
What's them thing? A coffee cake? That's what she making?
Oh my God, wait, you're not just going to drink it direct. Why do you not just use the blender? Oh, is that to give it, I don't know. Where's it got? Hello? Where's it going, Sharon? Oh, we've got the hair tied up. It's getting serious. Right, okay. Oh, it's frozen. Look at the marble. Oh my God, look at the way it just scoops so easy. Did it go in the fridge or is it in the freezer? We need ingredient lists. Oh, that's a big old jug, by the way. And that's a lot of coffee. Adding vanilla ice cream is genius. You're turning it into like a coffee float, no? And I'm ready to say all this shit, baby. Let me tell ya. Oh my dreamy coffee. What's next? More ice. This is taking iced coffee to a new limit. Do you know how strong that's going to be, by the way? You'd be doing backflips. Oh, are we dancing? More milk. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm telling you now, me and the toilet are about to have some fun. I'm sorry, but look, the temperature's going to be perfect. Go on, I need a reaction. Give me some luck. Hello? Well, hello. Oh, we've not had it.
You made 100 million? 4.1 billion. I was in a supermarket and I saw a gallon of water for $2.89. And I went further down the aisle and I seen another gallon of spring water for 59 cents. I just know that if you put that in these two different cups, that I wouldn't know the difference between what spring it came from. When I got back, I told Chris at the time, I want to sell water. And he was like, what? To who? Everybody needs water. So I ended up having about 10% of it.
And it was sold to Coca-Cola for?
4.1 billion.
You made 100 million?
4.1 billion. I was in a supermarket.
What if I told you?
I'm trying to get like 50, man.
Today we had to remove this laundry tub to get access to the sewer that was not draining. This customer was having repeated backups anytime the laundry or kitchen was run. I was here before and cut the stack out and tried to snake it. Could not get it open, so we had to dig up the floor.
In the HOA is crazy. Let some niggas do this in the HOA though. They calling the police.
Occupation. When you slice a watermelon in half and in half again, then cut it into wedges, the sticky juices cover your face as you eat. And since it doesn't fit your mouth, you actually lose some of the fruit. Instead, cut the watermelon in half on the short side and flip it over. Next, slice even strips in one direction, then again in the other direction, making a grid. When you pull out a piece, most of them will be the perfect size to fit in your mouth. When you slice a watermelon,
Don't touch me. Do not touch me. Don't touch me.
And no one's pulling the wool.
It is against the law to fly to the grocery store until I ask the government for permission. Here's why. Flying cars already exist. In the United States, we call them ultralight vehicles, and there are a lot of rules. Here you are on the side of the road and ready to take off. Well, what are you supposed to do next? First, I check a map to see how strict the rules are. It shows an airport 5 miles away, so I have to call them and ask for permission to use the air. All airplanes have to do this too, so everyone has a radio to call in from anywhere. Here's what I sound like.
Santa Monica Tower, ultralight sky surfer, outside Delta, northeast.
You're supposed to get an answer right away, but for the first time it was just silent. Now, I've gotten in trouble before for not doing this, and the government made it clear the air is their property, but here's the crazy part. The government shut down last week and stopped paying the airport workers. That means no one came into work, and since I can't get an answer, I guess we'll have to just walk. It is against the law to...
I've been here for like 45 minutes now. When are y'all gonna let me say the N-word?
You want to say the N-word?
You mean the word I say in my act 150 times before my second joke? Yes. When are y'all gonna let me loose? I feel like I'm shackled to this desk, man.
Don't put it like that. I mean, you can't say the N-word on this show. You get fined.
That's fine. I'll pay it.
Well, it's like $500,000.
That's fine. You'll pay it.
I'm not paying $500,000.
Come on, bro. This is exactly what Jimmy Kimmel fought for.
No, it's not. It's just not something we really do here.
Oh, really? 'Cause I've done my research. It's been said a few times on this show. Roll the clip.
No. We don't have to roll the clip. You know, that was a long time ago.
But Tay said it in 2016.
Yeah, but I'm grown.
I've been here for like 45 minutes.
High IQ people. Hey, y'all, I'm finna wrap it up, coach. Anyways. Yeah, man, I'm tired, dog. I'll get at y'all on the next one. I'll probably see y'all Wednesday next time I stream. Maybe, maybe not. Ain't no telling, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Get at y'all.